you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop at it. Rep for your bra, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itchy, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jury the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No. Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Cut. Check three. Middle. Monday.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not today.
Here's Foreman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Rosen. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll go with Foreman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Protect yourself, baby.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Allen going to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
We also have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
52's the mic. 80. Bring it. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. But it's brought in by Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bandit.
They run the counter. Foreman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Going to throw deep for the end. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got 6 all day.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be open. Tyler Eifert. He's at the 40. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He wasn't ready. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
319!
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
They'll try and run for it. Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 21-0 our score after 1.
All day. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Jam.
Hey, quarter.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Single.
80.
45.
Spies.
Ringo. Tight end.
Rosen will throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Aaron Lynch make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Taken in at the 22. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, what is Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Allen flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
19.
50. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Foreman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Foreman, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Yeah, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
All day, baby, all day.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him and maybe get a good head of steam going.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Tonight, 180. March 49.
Watch the run.
Now a give, right side. Foreman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Monday.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Watch tight end.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rosen off the play action. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Mike's
Down 80.
Mike's 54.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And the Bills first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go,
Allen now looks to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Right
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
'50's the Mike. Blue Dan.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Allen. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I got you.
Hey, 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
They'll try and run it into Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Steelers 1 yard.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch 54.
I got him.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Half 10.
Don't get nervous.
Right there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen, flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
That's our ball,
so this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Foreman, and 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Yeah, baby.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Right there, 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
They can't stop the franchise.
Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Silver. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2. Alert. Check nickel.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football. This game started. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, watch it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From midfield, here's Allen. Grabbed by A.J. Green. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go, D.
Now Rosen looking to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, Newsom might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
Check 13. Hug. Alert. Mike 56.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch the run.
Here's Rosen to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Alert.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. On 2nd down now. Foreman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180.
Who that? Who that?
Pug, Monday.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's
Back to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Out.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go!
23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
50's the mic. 50's the
To throw is Allen. Caught by Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll look to throw.
Here I come again. Here I come
And he
again.
can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey,
Allen to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
You gotta step it up.
Off 52.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Hey, seam 6.
All day, defense, all day.
Back to throw. Allen. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
There we go.
line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. one to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final shot here for Rosen. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm Foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.